José Ángel Mañas, a Spanish writer, debuted with Historias del Kronen, translated as Stories from the Kronen, the first volume in his Kronen tetralogy. The title draws from a bar frequented by the characters. Mañas completed this work at the young age of 23 in 1994. This novel, hailed as a Spanish anthem to Generation X, delves into the unique aspirations, anxieties, and tragic moral lapses of its characters. Remarkably, Mañas claims to have penned the entire narrative in just over 2 weeks. The book garnered immediate acclaim in Spain and across the Spanish-speaking world, leading to its adaptation into a film in 1995. Set in July 1992, within the vibrant backdrop of Madrid, Historias del Kronen unfolds over a single month. The protagonist, Carlos, a 21-year-old university student, initially embodies the stereotype of a self-absorbed hedonist immersed in a whirlwind of sex, parties, drugs, and alcohol. Central to the narrative is Carlos's frequenting of the Kronen bar, situated near Calle de Francisco Silvela, named after a former prime minister. The narrator depicts Carlos as a sociopath, systematically estranging himself from those around him in his relentless pursuit of pleasure to his own detriment. Among Carlos's circle of acquaintances are Roberto, Manolo, and Pedro. Manolo, unlike the others, works at Kronen due to his modest background. He harbors a secret infatuation for Carlos, but refrains from expressing it due to the prevailing homophobia in Spanish society. Pedro, on the other hand, endures Carlos's bullying, exacerbated by his physical frailty stemming from health issues such as diabetes and the loss of a kidney. One evening at Kronen, Carlos engages in intimacy with his ex-girlfriend Amalia, who mentions her boyfriend being away. Amalia, blinded to Carlos's sociopathic tendencies, perceives them as mere charm. In the days that follow, Carlos reconciles with Amalia, eventually bringing her along with his friends to watch Roberto's favorite film, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. During the screening, Roberto becomes aroused witnessing Carlos and Amalia's intimate moments in the dim theater. Subsequently, during another visit to Kronen, Pedro becomes embroiled in a confrontation with a stranger. The dispute escalates until they challenge each other to hang longer off a bridge over a bustling highway. Heading to the overpass for this perilous wager, they are fortunately intercepted by the police before any harm befalls them. Carlos and Pedro find themselves incarcerated, with Carlos's father, a prominent local lawyer, eventually securing their release. Ungrateful, Carlos responds indifferently to his father's concerns. Shortly after the bridge incident, Carlos's parents commemorate their wedding anniversary, during which his sister breaks down, lamenting Carlos's disregard for familial ties and his penchant for nocturnal revelries. Criticized for his lethargy and escapades, Carlos privately acknowledges his grandfather as the only family member who comprehends and guides him, having been a renowned reveler himself. Sadly, Carlos's grandfather falls seriously ill and passes away, plunging Carlos into a profound depression that exacerbates his self-destructive tendencies. On Pedro's birthday, he hosts a gathering with Carlos and others. Exploiting Pedro's weakened state, Carlos coerces him into consuming an entire bottle of scotch, which Pedro complies with, hoping to demonstrate his resilience, only to meet his demise. The novel's tragic conclusion unveils the full extent of Carlos's solipsistic worldview and his ruinous conduct. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.